6 weeks out. Here training shoulders at the Mecca. Arnold Classic 2015. Going for that title, man. This means a lot to me. To be able to share the record with Flex Wheeler is always it's an honor, man. He's like one of the guys that I really looked up to. And it's an honor just to tie his record, but to break it, you know, he's pulling for me too, so it don't get no better than that, you know? So I'm giving my all, see what happens.
Right now, Dexter and I are doing standing side laterals. Trying to keep all the tension on the delt. As you see, it's great.
Well, this is the Arnold Classic, so it's always special to be in the show, not alone win the show. So, of course, being that I'm at, you know, at the end of my career and all that good stuff, and for me to actually come out and win this before I retire, you know, not saying I'm retiring anytime soon, but, you know, it would be really nice. I think this would be the icing on the cake.
Our next exercise is going to be front raise. Easy curl bar, we get a narrow grip, semi-lock the arms, keep it right about eye level, and keep all the pressure just on the front delt.
Okay. Yeah, this could be the year that I retire. I don't know. I got to see how things fall. I doubt it. If I'm feeling good, you know, I can see that a lot of people would say there's no need for me to retire. But you know, I've been doing this a long time, you know, and I'm still hungry. But you know, I want to go out on top too, you know. So if I lose, when I start losing the guys I got no business to lose to, the first time, I'm done, for sure. But as long as I'm doing well, still placing very high in shows and winning shows, you know, I give myself 2 years, who knows? But that's where I'm at right now. I've been giving myself 2 years for the past 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see.
Right there. Come on. Come on. This next exercise is the overhead press, and that's just make the delt nice and full and round. And I'm trying to avoid some of the issues that we're having right now with the shoulders for him. He can't get his arms back far enough, so we have to modify a little bit for that.
How do I prevent injury? Well, that's one thing that I take pride in is, you know, doing the reps correctly, making sure I squeeze and, you know, get that negative and all that stuff. Squeeze at the top of the movement and all that good stuff. So, and I listen to my body. That's the main thing. If I have a tweak, then I'll take it off until that actual muscle heals. I don't just train through, you know, all that no pain, no gain. It's total BS. So guys, if you tweak anything, don't be afraid to take it off, man. It's gonna come right back in a couple weeks when you get it fully healed. So yeah, that's one thing that I've always, you know, took pride in is strict training and you know, listening to my body, man. Okay. Shit.
Our next exercise is going to be rear delt. We're going to use the rear delt impact fly machine. And the reason we're using this is because we can keep the tension on the rear delt without releasing it at all. If you're using a dumbbell, some of the other machines, it'll also pull you back too far. This is very smooth and accurate. This is the rear delt really nice.
Yeah. Shit. I don't think it has anything to do with weight as long as you should be able, you should want to use weight that you can control anyway. You know what I'm saying? Always get good warm-ups. You know, I usually warm up 2 to 3 sets, sometimes 4 depending on the day or depending on when I'm working out. Make sure I get a good warm-up in there. And every time I go to a different machine, I still warm up. So it's just not warm up chest before you start benching, and then go heavy on everything else. When I go from flat bench to incline, I'm still warming up. When I go from incline to flies, I still do warm-ups. You know what I'm saying? Because you're working it's a different variation for one, it's a different muscle group, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep everything warm before I start getting into the heavy and I pyramid up. So that's, another way that I prevent injury. That's heavy. Ah!
Come on, Dad. Come on.
Okay.
Right now, we're going to finish up with shoulder shrugs. We're going to use the machine simply because it takes less stress on the wrist and stuff like that. There's no direct weight pull. So it's great for Dexter. We finish it up. That'll be a wrap for us.
Early in my career, I basically ate anything and everything. As long as I had some chicken, some type of protein in the carb, I was good. I didn't take time out to weigh my food and all that nonsense. I never did none of that stuff. Off season, there was no off season diet, no such thing. I ate everything. I had the metabolism to do all that stuff, but I look back after learning what I've learned since I've been with George Farah, it's like, weighing my food and, and all that good stuff. Now I feel guilty by even going out to eat because I'm not weighing my food. You know what I'm saying? So I need to know exactly what's going in my body per meal. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm supposed to eat 8 ounces of chicken or whatever, I'm at home to weigh it and I know exactly what I got going on. You don't know what you got going on out there. So my mind plays tricks on me because that's how I am. I'm the most dedicated person when it comes to doing anything. So when I start my diet, dedicated, come to, cheating and all that stuff, that don't even come to mind when I'm dieting. You know what I'm saying? So I put 110% in whatever I do. So just coming over the years, learning what I've learned and, doing what I'm doing and experiencing the things that I've experienced, I wish that I was actually doing what I'm doing now, eating clean on the off season. It's hard as hell, but that's what's keeping me alive. That's what's keeping me going. That's what's keeping my body looking the way it looks still at my age is learning how to eat on the off season instead of junking out and putting on excess weight and all that stuff. So had I known how to do all of this stuff before, back in the day, before I started working with George, who knows how I could have looked. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a blessing to be able to, have, somebody like that in my corner, man. I'm the first one to think I know it all. But when it comes to, but I'm open-minded and if you can prove to me that you know more than me, hey, I'm quick to bow down and let you take over. So that's what happened with me and George, man. At first I didn't think George was, all these gurus out there. I wasn't no big guru fan or nothing like that, but after I let George do everything for me for the first time, I've learned so much from this dude. And, it's just a blessing to be able to have him in my corner, bro. All right, folks, that's it for today. We'll see you next week. We just finished shoulders, so we'll see you guys next week. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something special for you. Same old, you know how it goes when we get ready for a show. So I'll be back hitting it hard next week, and see you guys soon, man. Peace.